Hi, everybody. Hello. I didn't have any names in the title because actually, one of them is fairly old, but the story's getting a lot of attention now. One of these happened just the other day. As a matter of fact, it happened late Friday night where I initially saw that it happened, this chilling confession, which we're about to get into in just a second. And I actually did a video on it, but it was like 3 o'clock in the morning and I was super tired. And when I went to edit it, I thought, maybe you should not record videos when you're super tired because it was awful. So I deleted it. And so we're going to talk about it today. And but when I first seen it, they have more information now, definitely. And the little baby that was found in the street, I think yesterday they got a suspect, and I still don't know if they've released a motive. And this morning when I was looking into it, should I say, I didn't see. I know they got a guy. I know it's 18-year-old guy. My hair is irritating me. 18-year-old guy. Not real clear on a motive, at least for me. Now, if something else has come out and I missed it, it's very possible. How is everybody doing today? Oh, my hair is irritating me. Let's do the roll call. What's up, DJ? Welcome, baby. Mariah, welcome. Tamika, welcome, baby. Let's see. Oh, my contacts are drawn out. What's up, Shar? Let's see. Cincy, welcome, baby. My Rainy, thank you for sharing all you do. No, thank y'all. I love the support. I'm so grateful for y'all. Sister, what's up? What's up? Hello to my mods and my members and my subscribers. And I love y'all and thank you. What do y'all think about the intro? I'm really thinking about cutting the intro out altogether and just going straight to the live. What are y'all's thoughts, if any? Just kind of toying around with a few things. What's up, Lizardia, Tanique, Joanne, Stacy? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. So let's go ahead and which one do we want to talk about first? And we're still going to be. What's up? There is a good day. I knew she'd be in here. Yes, please make sure you like and sub before you get started, or just at least hit the like. And if you got to hit the dislike, hit it twice because it's real important. It only works that way. So, yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, we're still following the story, the Nicholson case with Amari. And at this point, I don't feel like they're probably going to charge this mom, but I would love for some. I wish some legislation would come out of this. I think if nothing does happen to Taylor Nicholson, I think most definitely in general, we need legislation holding these people accountable for just leaving their child with anybody. We need stricter laws on that. Now, was she supposed to leave this baby for like weeks? She'd already left him for 4 days. Anyways, we're not going to really dive into that. I'm just kind of brainstorming, what are y'all's thoughts? Y'all can comment, email me, let me know, because I would really love to see some legislation come out of this and charge these parents, mothers, fathers, the custodial person raising the child. If you leave that child with somebody is sketchy, was using your face as a punching bag, and then the child dies, there needs to be some kind of criminal charge for that. I don't feel like that's a bad thing. I feel like maybe these people will, think twice before they just put their damn kid with anybody. So that's all I really want to say about that. And let's dive into some of these stories. And welcome to everybody that is joining. Thank you so much. So, and we're still following the Tristan Bailey case. I've still not decided if they're going to charge him with as an adult. I've seen a picture of Barry Morphew in jail. It looks like he's got a black eye all the way across his nose. I hope somebody punched him. Don't have confirmation on that just yet. But okay, so let's do this first. Let's see. I have so many pulled up. Okay, we're going to talk about Let's talk about these two first. I have 2 DCS stories and 2 child murder stories. Let's see. Not this one. Okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to see which one I want to start off with. Okay. Hey, Indiana. Welcome. Welcome, baby.
I still notice that.
Okay. Now, this little backstory, this is goes straight. This video is just her confession. Now, 2-month-old missing. Now, she filed him missing. This is her confessing to what happened. Now, they do end up charging her with something, but right now, well, y'all just watch. This is I don't have to tell y'all. Y'all are smart. But this is it's hard to watch.
So I went outside. I came back in the house and got a blanket.
Hold on. I don't know if y'all caught that. Let me start over. It's very short.
I still noticed that he wasn't breathing anymore.
She said, I still noticed that he wasn't breathing anymore. What she says is they fell asleep together. She wakes up and she notices he wasn't breathing anymore. 2 months old, but initially she said he was missing.
So
hold on, let me put the closed caption up. Wouldn't that help? Well, just whatever.
Went outside.
She went outside. She came back in the house.
And got a blanket.
Got a blanket.
And his car seat.
And his car seat.
And wrapped it up.
And wrapped it up.
And took it outside.
And took it outside.
And disposed of it in the trash.
And I disposed of it in the trash. It.
And that's what happened.
And that's what happened. The rest of the interview is silent right here. But I'm about to go to, let's watch a, I was so pissed off at 3:30 in the morning when I was watching this. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, India. Let me see. Amanda, anybody else that I did not catch? Hello and welcome. So a couple things like, which they do actually charge her. Why is it your first, even let's say something happened and the baby did just stop breathing and she woke up but she didn't know. It's your first reaction to get a blanket, bundle him up and throw him in the damn trash? What? Is this the lady that took them in or bio mom who abandoned them? Oh, no, this is a 2-month-old baby that went missing. They were looking for this missing child. But what happened was, hey, Amy J and AP, but what happened is she confessed. Yeah, honey, it's okay. I get wrong cases all the time. I get them confused. She confessed. Hey, Maggie J, welcome, baby. So let me show you this one. What's up, Sky? Hey, Sean, Lexi, welcome, y'all. Okay, let me show y'all this one. This is a news conference about it. I mean, I had to watch it like several times. I was like, what did she say? And at the time, initially, I thought, well, you know, I mean, how in the world? What's up, Mel? No, thank y'all for showing up. So I'm not just sitting here talking to a laptop. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Hold on 1 second.
Of 2-month-old Kion Jones. The baby went missing in D.C. last week, and his mother is now charged with murder. Good evening.
We will, honey, in a minute, Amanda.
This is a story you first heard about here at WUSA 9. We've been digging deeper into it all evening. John Henry joins us live with more on this arrest. John, what have you learned?
Well, Leslie, police still have not found little Kion's body, but they say with the information they've gathered during the course of this investigation, they believe they can fairly charge 37-year-old LaDanya Boggs in connection to his disappearance. Police say 2-month-old Kion Jones was last seen Wednesday, May 5th.
Now,
his disappearance officially reported to them 2 days.
I want to say something too. This is the only photo that I have seen, and this is a newborn hospital photo. And I'm just wondering, I mean, does she even have any more pictures of him? I mean, this is just the one they're using. But I thought if he's 2 months old, he would have because, babies change so much, in the beginning portion of their life, especially the first few months. So there's just a thought.
After that, as authorities searched for the newborn, Kion's mother, LaDanya Boggs, decided to talk to WSA 9's Colby Satterfield. In the interview, she described how her son died.
Hey, Lane. Hey, Cakes.
On the bed with me on my chest. When I was asleep, rolled over, noticed that he was unresponsive, breathing, and I panicked.
So Boggs said she went outside only to return home a little later.
I came back in the
Wait,
house.
what? Hold on a minute. Hold on a damn minute. For 2 things. She said he was unresponsive, but breathing. I'm pretty sure, and we're about to go back and listen. Unresponsive and breathing. Hold on, let me put on the closed captions. I rolled over. Okay, here we go.
Described how her son died.
He was on the bed with me on my chest. When I was asleep, rolled over, noticed that he was unresponsive, breathing.
Unresponsive breathing.
And I panicked.
So Boggs said she went outside only to return home a little later.
I came back in the house.
Hey, Cement.
And got a blanket and his car seat and wrapped up
Lexi.
and took it outside and disposed of it in the trash.
She sounds drunk.
And that's what happened.
Community activist Henderson Long
Why
started
didn't
searching for Kion Sunday. He
This
was
guy.
in the room and Boggs said
I like
she put
him.
him in the trash. Long said he knew something wasn't right with her initial story.
2-month-old can't walk away. This is probably one of the worst things you probably could even imagine.
Now, Boggs is expected in court, D.C. Superior Court,
Hey, Taylor.
tomorrow. On top of that, D.C. police said they did obtain footage of her putting something into the trash, but they're not sure.
She sure does seem like she's on drugs. I want to. Did she say he was breathing but unresponsive and she left for a little bit and come back? But he was breathing. I'm almost positive she said he was breathing but unresponsive. Am I going crazy? Is that not what she said?
He was on the bed with me on my chest. When I was asleep, rolled over, noticed that he was unresponsive, breathing.
Unresponsive breathing. That's what she said. Well, breathing, whatever the fuck breathing is, but I assume she meant breathing. She sounds drunk. I know mental illness is listen, we can't keep giving passes to people for freaking mental illness. She had enough wherewithal to get the child and dispose of him and call the baby, said he was missing, call the police, said the baby was missing. That is not mental illness. That is you knowing right from wrong and you trying to cover your tracks. I don't know how this mother got to where she's at. And I'm not saying people go out of the way to be like this, but we cannot give these kind of people a pass, man. It's just too much, man.
2-month-old can't walk away. This is probably one of the worst things you probably could even imagine.
Hey, Tracy, toxic.
Now, Boggs is expected in court, D.C. Superior Court, tomorrow. On top of that, D.C. police said they did obtain footage of her putting something into the trash, but they're not sure what it was. They also went earlier this week to a landfill south of Richmond, but that search did not yield any remains. Leslie?
Same thing with Lila Cavett. You know, they said they seen Shannon put something, they can't find her by these landfills, and man,
Yeah, John, this is such a tough ending. I know I'm one of the many people who had hoped little Kian would be found alive, and sadly, there is still so much we just do not know.
Yeah, right. All right, let me get back to y'all. That was a tough one. Hey, Joshua, welcome, baby. Let's see. I think I was led here by AFC Matters, or was it Tatum Report? It would definitely be AFC. Although I am familiar with Tatum, I don't watch him anymore. Sometimes I do, but I don't try not to do all the political jargon. But welcome, nonetheless. And AFC, yeah, as a matter of fact, I got my merch from him, but I've already worn them and they're dirty. So I will be sporting one of his shirts, Nuclear Family, or the Logic Over Emotion shirt, which is amazing. Welcome, Broken Justice and Cement Toxic. I don't know if y'all heard me, but yeah, this one's awful. And that and we still don't have a moat. We still don't know, but they charged her with felony murder. So do with that what you will, you know. But hey, Miranda, welcome, and Tracy. All right, so let's look at this other one about this poor baby. Now, the baby in Texas, if y'all know anything, we need God back in people's life. Yeah, we need to make families important. We need to be supportive of the family, of the full family. We need to stop incentivizing single parent homes. I'm sorry. I know that is not a popular statement. But how much better does homes run with a solid dad and a solid mom, or as two solid adults? I'll just say that. I mean, God, man, it's generational bondage. I don't know if y'all realize that, but these broken grandparents, these broken parents, these broken youth, it's generational bondage. You know, we gotta get back to, you know, the basics, man. I mean, this is just fucking ridiculous, guys. So let's look at this one. I have a couple pulled up for this missing. Well, he's not missing. This 4-year-old stabbed in the middle of the street. Can you imagine this woman walking up? She's walking her dog, and she walks up. She thinks she sees a dead dog in the road. No, it's a 4-month-old baby stabbed to death. And there's still a lot of weird stuff going on with that. Let me see. Let me get to the initial one. Okay, let me see.
This evening, the FBI's evidence response team searched a home in the 7500 block of Florina Parkway. Now, that's located in the same neighborhood as where that 4 to 5-year-old was found dead this morning. They confirmed that this home is now part of their investigation.
Who or why?
Tonight,
and this looks like a nice area.
Why is a kid out at 6:40?
She found the baby, this lady.
A little boy, just 4 to 5 years old, was found lying dead in the street, murdered in a manner police called violent.
Unfortunately, a small child was lost today here in our city.
I want to say this too. Kudos to this Dallas police officer, because he decided to ease ego out of his life and his career, and he allowed the FBI and other outside agencies to help. I can't stress to you how freaking annoying it is that all these, cases, they'll have FBI or whoever offer assistance, and these BS freaking sheriffs or county, whatever, they say, oh, no, FBI, we have it. That's ego. When the police department or somebody will not take help from an outside agency, that's ego. It's nothing but ego. Why not have all hands on deck for any murder? Period. Why not? Sorry, venting.
A violent act, and we will pursue justice to find whoever did this.
Now,
Police say they believe a single individual killed the child with an edged weapon around 5:30 a.m. in the 7500 block of Saddle Ridge Drive.
Even for us as police officers, we are shocked. We're very angry about what has happened to this small child.
Throughout the day, Dallas Police Mounted Patrol and the bike unit searched a wooded area at the end of the street, looking for clues and trying to find anyone with information on what happened.
Welcome, baby.
They do believe the child lived in this neighborhood, but say they couldn't give information on if the family had come forward.
We have information.
Yeah,
but right now the circumstances are unusual, so I can't really comment, but we do believe
weird.
We've got a link here.
We were then led to a second location in the neighborhood where the FBI was found carrying several items out of a home, including a rug.
We have asked the FBI's crime scene unit to
I
come
have
out.
more
So
on
our
this after
federal
this
partners
one.
are coming out to help us to collect digital evidence as well as help us
Praise
process
God.
the scene.
Now, Dallas police have yet to confirm that they have a suspect in custody, and they're still asking anyone with.
All right, but they do. We're getting to that right now. They do definitely have somebody in custody. Yeah, and if y'all will please go hit the likes. It's important. I appreciate that. Let's see. It's free. What's that, Taylor? Taylor says, see Facebook post March 20th, 2019 on Harris County Constable Precinct page regarding the father's arrest. Grandmother posted 6 weeks ago. He had taken the boys and vanished. Whoa, which one is this one, baby? Which story is this one? And let's see. Okay, now let me show y'all this other one. And welcome everybody. Okay, now let me show y'all this one. Now this is the one they do have a suspect. Now, if y'all may know, I don't know. If y'all have heard of any kind of motive as if it's even important, an 18-year-old stabbing to death a 4-year-old, the Dallas boy. Oh, okay. Okay, let me go back and read it. Give me 1 second and let me play this and then I will go back. Okay, let's see. Is there any? Okay, let's see. Where was it? Oh, here we go.
We now know the identity of the man suspected of killing a Dallas toddler. That man's been identified as 18-year-old Darren Brown. So far, he is only being charged with kidnapping and theft, but investigators say they are anticipating more charges pending the results of a forensic analysis. Now, yesterday morning, 4-year-old little
Well, somebody stabbed the baby to death.
boy found dead in the middle of the street. This is in the Mountain Creek neighborhood in Dallas. Police say that child died in a violent manner, was killed with an edged weapon. The case is being treated as a murder investigation, and of course...
All right, I have another one too. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I have another one to watch. I think this one gets a little bit more. He had an ankle bracelet on too. No freaking way. Ah, God. Yeah, more must have came out about it. I set up stuff. I had the tabs I wanted to use. I did it last night, so I would have it. And yeah, so that's good that more and more information is coming out. I have, I think, 1 or 2 more on this one. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Well, this just into the newsroom. An arrest has been made in the death of a little boy in South Dallas. A little boy was found dead in the middle of a street this morning, and now police, along with the FBI, are investigating this as a murder. Police tell us the little boy, a toddler, was found in the street along Saddle Ridge Drive.
Hey, real quick, Taylor, I'm going to drop the link if you wanted to go on and come on here and talk a little bit about what you know, or email me a link. I can share it with all that information. Or if this is just something that you saw on Facebook or you have any more information, I'm going to drop the link right now as soon as I push play, and you're more than welcome to come on and just share this info with us because I haven't heard any of this.
That's just north of Cedar Hill. WFAA's Eric Alvarez brings us the latest developments on this tragic case.
A shocking sight early Saturday morning.
I'm taking a walk. I'm coming from the back end of the street.
Antoinette Square found something lying on the pavement on Saddle Ridge Drive in Duncanville.
But the closer I get to the image, I can tell it's a body because I see a hand and I see a foot, and then I noticed that it was a child.
My
She
God.
says the boy
Hey,
had
Linda.
no shoes or shirts and was lying in the middle of the street at 6:45 in the morning.
I've never seen him. I've never seen him in the neighborhood.
She called 911, but the boy had already died.
I don't know what could have happened.
The disturbing discovery here in this neighborhood brought investigators from the Dallas Police Department and even the FBI.
Police on horseback and a canine unit. Officers searching the neighborhood.
Hey, Cammie,
trying
welcome,
to
baby.
figure out what happened. Dallas police are investigating it as a murder and described the boy as a toddler. Police are canvassing the area,
Connie.
asking neighbors who may know anything or might have surveillance camera footage that will help while investigators work to get to the bottom of it all. Neighbors are understandably on edge.
I'm a little traumatized, a little afraid. I don't know what happened to him. To see it.
All right, here, let's see. Taylor says, I don't know how she's connected to the boys. WAFF report has been updated saying the boy with the guardian is not his mother previously reported. Okay. I'm going to go look that up here in just a second. That way, because, yeah, I want to get as much out as possible. Miranda, email me about what is going on with you. I can't catch up, but I'll totally run a story on here for your child. Hit me up. Send me an email if you want to do that. I have no problems at all. I can't tell exactly what you're saying. Send me an email and we'll talk more, and I'll put it out on the channel. It ain't no big deal. Okay, let me see.
To walk up on it. So I don't feel safe at all.
In Duncanville.
And that's disturbing.
It is disturbing. Okay. Let me see.
I've never seen him.
All right, let me, what was that? I'm going to go try to pull up this article real quick while we're here. No, honey, you're fine. What's up, Nancy? You're fine, Taylor. I can look it up. Let me see. What was that? What was that? WFAA. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm going to look this report up. That way we can look at it now. WAFF. Did I say that right? Did I read that right? Y'all just bear with me 1 second. A lot of children abuse victims are female and allowed, even worse, encouraged to proceed and raise a child the same as worse to grow up until something stops. Yeah, I completely agree. WFAA. Okay, yeah, I read it wrong. I am dyslexic. I was wondering why it looked funny to me. WFAA. Okay. News. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see. 4-year-old dead in the street. Y'all know what I was thinking the other day while I'm pulling this up? I thought, man, if I die, if somebody goes through my phone, the crap they're going to see, the pictures they're going to see, because I'm always dealing with these sad-ass stories. Okay. 4-year-old found it Monday morning. Happy-go-lucky boy. Let's see. Man arrested. Memorial set. Man, there's so many. Let me just see. Let's just go to this one. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. There's a lot of articles, but we can watch this one. Hold on. Let me get back to y'all so I could share the screen. Okay. Yeah, if y'all had the actual link, that would be, yes, that first one. Okay, it's the first one. Let me just go to the actual web page. Okay. And give me 1 second. Let me just go. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. I'm just going to go to the actual page and see. And if you say it's the first one, then I should be able to just click on the link and it be, yeah, ooh, it's not the first one. Let's see. 4-year-old boy found dead. Happy-go-lucky boy. Is it the one where they describe how the boy was? If you could email it to me, that would be fabulous. Where did it go? Okay. We'll watch this one anyways because it's important. Let me share the screen with y'all. Yeah, if you could email it, that would be super great. Uh-oh, something's playing in the background. Hopefully the music's not copywritten.
This is the face of the precious 4-year-old boy who was found dead on Saturday morning.
Oh, really?
Drive.
Wow. Why did I think that I thought the child was black. Why did I think that? I wasn't expecting that. No, now I really got questions. What the hell is really going on? What? How freaking strange is all this?
This is the face of the precious 4-year-old boy who was found dead on
Wow.
Saturday morning on Saddle Ridge Drive in the Mountain Creek area. His mom calls him Cash Jernan. There is now a growing memorial where Jernan's body was found on the street. And all throughout the weekend, police have been canvassing the area looking for evidence and a motive.
They were back in the alley looking through trash containers to see if they found any type of evidence. They went down the street here and they spent a good time down there.
Dallas police and the FBI arrested 18-year-old Darren Brown on kidnapping
I have
and
YouTube
theft
Premium.
charges. Longtime neighbors tell us they would see Brown walking in the neighborhood.
Hard to believe. I mean, I don't think he was in his right mind, you know.
It's a little kid, like they don't have life to experience anymore.
Off camera, Jernan's mom says Brown broke into her home through a back door.
Okay, good, Taylor. I will.
While he was sleeping. Mom claims surveillance cameras captured it all.
Okay?
Authorities tell us Brown had an ankle monitoring bracelet on for a prior charge.
And it's just so sad that someone woke up this morning and lost their child without no warning.
Katie Guillen showed up to the scene.
Yeah,
with her
she was.
daughter to reflect.
It was the black lady that
How do you throw away a
found
body
him.
like he's nothing? I mean, he was someone's kid.
They brought flowers and said a prayer.
Wow.
Mom tells me Jernan leaves behind his twin brother.
How do you hurt a kid? Like, they're just so innocent and full of life.
In Dallas, I'm Molly Basu.
Wow. Hold on one second. Look at that little face. Char, that little baby looks like one of yours with the way his mouth is doing. Oh my God. Okay, let me get, okay, well, I meant to. Okay. All right, let me read this article. Officials said 4-year-old had multiple wounds to his body when officers found him in the 7500 block of Saddle Ridge Road. Dallas police have since arrested 18-year-old Darren Brown on kidnapping and theft charges in connection with the boy's death. Investigators canvassed the area and asked the public's help, especially from any neighbors who may have had video footage of the incident, which it was caught all on camera from what they're saying. Residents tell, okay. Hard to believe. I don't think he was in his right mind. No shit. People that kill babies are not in their right mind. It doesn't excuse them. Of course he wasn't in it. I mean, I'm not throwing shade at the neighbor. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Obviously. I mean, none of these people are in their right mind. Man, God. A spokeswoman with a woman off camera who identified herself as the little boy's mother, though police described her as the boy's guardian. She said the 4-year-old Cash Jernan, one of the two, was a happy-go-lucky boy. This 4-year-old boy found murdered on Saturday a.m. was Sandridge Drive, Mountain Creek area in Dallas. Mom identifies him as Cash Jernan, maybe. Cash was sleeping when he was kidnapped. Cash has a twin brother who mom says is in state's custody now. He had a twin brother that's in state's custody. Why is he in state's custody? They don't generally take another kid and put him somewhere else unless, you know, there's something nefarious going on. Cash was sound asleep when surveillance video reportedly showed the suspect broke in through the back door and kidnapped him. Police have been canvassing the area all throughout the weekend. They were in the back alley looking through trash containers to see if they could find any type of evidence. They went down the street and they spent a good time there. Excuse me. The Dallas County Sheriff's Office said that Brown was not wearing an ankle monitor at the time of the incident, but would have to if he posts bond. It's just so sad that someone would wake up to this. Wait a minute. What? It's just so sad that someone woke up this morning and lost their child without warning. Yeah, I agree. Guardian. So where's bio mom if that's not bio mom? Glenn, along with another woman, stopped by to bring flowers to the Groin Memorial where the boy was found. How do you throw away somebody like that? Like he's nothing. That's something else too. You know, people just don't even. What is wrong? Like, whatever, man. The boy's guardian told WFAA she had no idea why Brown would do this, and that they don't have a relationship. Heck, I don't know. That just triggered a memory reading that. There was another case like that where somebody broke in and killed the kid. And the mom, oh God, it'll come to me in a second. Right now, Brown is being held on a $7,500 bail for each charge, according to the sheriff's office. According to records, he was charged with evading police late April. The Dallas police say they are expecting more charges to be filed.
Well, this just into the newsroom. An arrest has been made.
Yeah, we just watched that. Let me get back to y'all. My God. Let me get back to y'all. Oh my God. I can't even look at this baby. Okay. Okay, let me scroll back up and read some of y'all's comments. Okay. Amanda, a lady named Monica, I don't know how she's connected to the boys, has been updating saying the boy with the guardian, not his mom. So where's bio mom? Anybody know? And let's see. And like, was this just a break-in going wrong? I'm confused about that. And why was the other kids taken? Was she a foster mom? I mean, there's a lot of questions, huh? A lot of questions, it seems. That a-hole kidnapped the child through the back door. I heard. Yeah, like, why kidnap the child? Unless I'm missing something. I mean, why would he kidnap the kid just to kill him? That doesn't make any sense, right? Let's see. Taylor saw a Facebook post, Monica mom, that she took them in, and then the boy was kidnapped. So did somebody set him up to take the baby? And it went wrong? I mean, this is weird. What are the killer's relationships with Monica? I agree. I want to know this too. Okay, let's see. Hey, Haley, Linda, Nancy. Any of y'all I haven't said hello to? Hello. Hey, Kathy. I don't know why all these babies are dying. I guess because there's a lot of people that can't wait to get to hell is what I would assume. I tell you right now, our creator is not happy. Super smart thinking. Okay, that's not to me. It's a politician's fault when it really boils down to allowing this legal and unlabeled gender. I'm telling you right now, so much of this shit is at the hands of adults. And, you know, it doesn't matter. It's so much going wrong. But, I mean, but at the heart of it, even look at sexual abuse and everything. I mean, now it's like, there's going to be a statistic like here in the next 10 years, 5 years, maybe sooner, 1 in 10 children will be murdered by their own parents. Watch, there's going to be a statistic like this. People are losing their shit left and right. I never made a kid that I just, and I've had awful things happen to my children that from other people, and I've never felt like, how could you harm your own child? I can't even not save an animal's life for crying out loud. Like, I just can't. I don't understand. Report of Melanie is updated noon today. Let's see. Talk amongst yourselves while the teacher's out. That's right. That's right. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. Okay. I'm just screaming through y'all's comments to just kind of see what y'all are saying. The link is in there somewhere if anybody wants to come up. Let's see. There's equal rights, children included, a lot of abuse would end. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, kids have rights, but if their advocator is not advocating, which would be the parents, then what did they got? And I'm about to show y'all some DCS where exactly the adults are at fault. Oh my God, guys, y'all think y'all are pissed now? This is, I mean, when will it end? When will it end? Pray to God. My goal is that all these content creators and Facebook advocates, anybody interested in helping our youth, whether it be the 14-year-old boy that stabs his classmate to death, because as much as I think he needs to be charged as an adult, he was a kid at one point too. He was a little baby at one point. He was a toddler at one point. He had his elementary years at one point. Just to brag about stabbing his classmate to death. Yes, he deserves what's coming to him. Yes, I feel he should be charged as an adult. But it didn't have to be that way. It didn't have to be that way. You know? I mean, they all need help. All these kids need help, man. Let me see. Okay, let me get back down here. Okay, I've seen all that. Hey, Janet, welcome, baby. Anybody in here that I did not say hello to? Hello. I'm going to jump into this next one. It's just CPS stories. Pretty bad one. Sky, hello. Let's see. Jackie, what's up, baby? Black Queen, what's up, honey? I'm glad you came back. Let's see. I was a little bit crazy the other night. That's how I got the nickname Savage Beaver, but I'm trying to calm down. Robert Kim, what's up? Probably in state's custody because of neglect. Yeah, it's something for sure. And hopefully, God, the rest of the other kid doesn't, something doesn't happen to him in foster care. Because guess what? That's what we're about to talk about now. CPS doing jack shit and kids being abused in foster care. One dying. BL, welcome, baby. Okay, anybody I haven't said hello to, hello. I'm going to move on. Yeah, absolutely. Justice for Bailey. Absolutely. It's awful, man. And Tristan Bailey, that is. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous, Yeah, I was lit the other night. And sometimes I'll go and I'll watch like a calmer YouTuber like Duty Ron, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be so harsh. Maybe I could be a little bit more mature, but he looks older than me a little bit, so maybe it'll come with age. But I get sick of it. Pokey gal, what's up, baby? Okay, let's see. This one is like 9 minutes, but I'm going to give commentary along the way. Let's see. God, this one's bad. Oh, wait. Does this say part 2? Hold on. Oh, this says part 2. There's a part 1. Holy crap. All right, let me see if I can find the part 1. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find the part 1. Because I just seen part 2, I guess. I didn't even see part 1. Give me 1 second. Which one is this one? Give me 1 second. I swear I didn't even realize there was 2 parts. Here we go. Well, no. That's okay, this has got to be the first one.
Let's get back to brunching instead of
now to a special report from the ABC 15.
Hold on. I got something else going on. Hold on.
Visit Get Back.
Okay. Let me make sure y'all are where I'm at. Okay. All right. So this is part 1, and then we'll play part 2 in just a second.
Adopted, abused, and abandoned. 7 kids.
And this is ABC 15, and hopefully they don't flag for copyright jargon. Hopefully not. So, anyways, go check them out. Give them a little shout out.
Kids placed in the care of Michelle Hampson, who became known as YouTube Mom after her 2019 arrest. The horrors Hampson was accused of shocking not only our state, but the country. And now ABC 15's Zach Crenshaw has uncovered the state was told repeatedly about the abuse and neglect years before her arrest.
For nearly a decade, at least 7 kids the Arizona Department of Child Safety was charged with protecting said they were starved, beaten, burned, pepper sprayed, and pulled from school. We didn't get a single record from DCS, but we got enough from Maricopa police reports, going over hundreds of pages and photos, as well as hours of body camera footage that reveal DCS failed to remove the kids, despite nearly a dozen detailed reports. Now we want some answers for you, the public that funds DCS, for the thousands of other kids still in their care, but most of all, for those 7 children who spent years wondering, will help ever come?
Doesn't let us do anything at all. She doesn't even let us go play outside.
But on a rare trip to the dentist to fix rotting teeth, one of Michelle Hobson's adopted kids confided in an older biological daughter about the alleged abuse behind locked doors.
She starved me for 5 days straight. I threw up one day because of it. She didn't care. She still did not feed me.
Now listen, I want y'all to notice too. Y'all see the tone the child's using? This child is fed up. This child is trying to stick it to this foster mom, as the kid should. But I need y'all to understand, kids should have this kind of temperament and demeanor. So guess what? She's going to go to school. She's probably going to beat the snot out of another kid just because she's got all this confusing trauma going on. And she's screaming from the flipping rooftops. At one time, this kid was probably a soft, the way, probably closer to her natural state as a child should be, closer to her innocence, And guess what? This kid's in foster care. How in the world, what happened to the kid before foster care? God, man, we're God, dude. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
7 kids, ranging from 2 years old to 13, told police they were routinely beaten.
She used her phone to pound on my head. His stomach is literally covered in bruises. She spits in people's faces.
The kids told police Michelle took pleasure in burning them with a lighter, freezing them in ice baths, and even using pepper spray.
She makes us sit with the pepper spray on us for a whole entire day straight. She emptied 2 bottles on me.
Those canisters eventually found in the mess of the home next to diapers.
If we pee ourselves, she doesn't let us have water for at least a whole entire day straight.
This is as bad of a case without any fatality as I can remember ever review.
Let me just, oh my God, guys, this is just like so much. In this second video, you're going to literally, this one kid is like pleading with an officer. And he's like, I'm here to save you. I'm here to do this. I'm here to do that. Nothing fucking happened, dude. And some of these, it's not even, I need y'all to understand this too. And a lot of people's all bashing the cops. Yeah. And I think cops suck too. Some cops suck too, just like some people suck everywhere. Some CPSs suck. Some counties are great. But once it's reported, the police show up, they file a report, they pass it on to higher ups, they pass it on, they kick it back to the damn CPS. The police can't go in there and reassign kids and do all that. That's not their job. So a lot of these, the police may go in there with great intentions to help these kids. They kick it down the line to who it needs to be kicked to. And just that very thing happens. It gets kicked. And nothing happens. This foster mom got away with all kind of shit and was bold about it.
Pinal County Attorney Ken Folkmer.
I mean, there was violence perpetuated on the genitals of small children. They were locked in a room. They were deprived of food.
Okay, I will.
It was all done if they didn't perform these little skits and these little videos.
Those little videos were viewed hundreds of millions of times on Michelle's lucrative YouTube channel, Fantastic Adventures.
She was making, I think the last few months, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month.
The videos were filmed and edited by Michelle's older biological sons. The family even had a green room for special effects and Hobson's torture.
She makes us sleep in a green closet.
How many other people sleep in there?
3. 3 other kids that sleep only in pull-ups. And she has a lock on it, so we can't get out to have to pee.
We go to bed, and the next morning, she won't let us out. Like, we asked her, and she says no.
If she was in a bad mood, Michelle would reportedly remove the light bulbs, and the kids, they'd be locked in the dark, starving in dirty diapers for days.
When trauma
happens to a child, it's severe and it's long lasting.
Robert Pastor is a Valley attorney who specializes in abuse.
Because of what I do, some of the cases I've handled, I'm not surprised.
One room in the house was immaculate, likely for filming.
Yeah, I agree, Joshua.
The rest, filthy. While YouTube viewers were oblivious to the horrors off camera, Arizona's Department of Child Safety was not.
It was a collective failure of the system.
Yeah, it's
While
awful.
Their goal is to protect children. They seem to fail in that effort too frequently.
Oh, no, I don't want to be the president. I can't deal with all these stupid ass adults. Now, I would like to be an ambassador for children and maybe just get together I don't know, millions of people and do a protest. I'm so down. I'm so down. I'm so down for a protest. I want 1 million people protesting for children, not for fucking adults that are out there pissing it away anyways. These kids don't have a damn choice, man. They are from birth at the mercy of adults. It's shitty, man.
And Zach's investigation.
All right, so let me pop over here and let's watch part 2. Okay, let's watch part 2. Awful, man. Freaking awful. Welcome, Maureen. Welcome, Kenneth, which I know is Shar. But we just love Kenneth to death, too. Okay, let's see. Where's it at? Let me get part 2. Give me 1 second. Is this it? Is this part 2? Part 1? No, hold on. I just had it pulled up. Let me see. I just didn't see it. Let's see. Anybody just joining us? We're just talking. We talked about the baby in Texas earlier. We talked about the 2-month-old whose mother confessed on camera to throwing the baby in the garbage. And right now we are looking at a case of the YouTube mom, foster mom. And yeah, we just watched part 2. CPS Injustices is what we're looking at now. And I'm just trying to find this other. Why? Where did it go? I literally just had it. I wonder if I exited out of it on accident. Oh, I know exactly what I did. I know exactly what I did. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I know what I did. Oh, I'm not sharing the screen. Okay. We'll do this. And then we will just do this. All right. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Y'all know I'm winging it over here. Yeah.
Just moments ago, we told you about the horrors behind
this reporter. Look at her face.
She's
so disgusted.
So-called YouTube.
This is ABC 15
Millions
Arizona.
Of viewers and neighbors had no idea it was happening, but DCS did know.
Hey,
Here's
Linda.
Zach Crenshaw with more of his investigation.
Not only did DCS fail to catch the abuse during the monthly visits when Michelle was fostering 14 kids over a decade, some until 2019, but the state agency was alerted over and over about visible signs of neglect and abuse. In this police investigation, detectives detailed the 11 times between 2011 and 2019 that teachers, siblings, even the kids themselves told DCS they needed help.
Dude, this shit's so
11
sad.
times, the kids were left with Michelle. The first documented April 2011. A babysitter told DCS the kids yell and cry after Michelle will lock them in a bedroom. DCS found the details unsubstantiated. 2 years later,
y'all about to be mad.
One child told her teacher, Michelle makes her stand in the corner when she gets home from school until she has to beg. Finding unsubstantiated.
I know you are,
A week
Maureen.
later,
I love y'all.
Another report
Y'all
from
are
the
good to
school
me.
outlining 3 years of general neglect.
Me
The
too,
adopted
Shar.
daughter with mild intellectual defects told her inquiring teacher Michelle took her toothbrush, which is why there was gunk all over her teeth and gums. The teacher told the agency Michelle was rarely involved, but had a fear of harm and retaliation due to the report. That fear really...
I mean, guys, and think about this too. The damn teachers. Look at Gabriel Fernandez, which I'm going to be honest, and I don't fault the teacher at all. There's only so much she can do. I think I would have kidnapped Gabriel, and I would have just been like, no. But what do? You scream from the rooftops that this is happening. like Adrian Jones, you scream from the rooftops happened. Teachers were calling, everything else, just for them to do either nothing or like with Adrian Jones, well, we'll make the shitty parents sign a document. How many women do y'all know have ended up dead from an order of protection? Come on now. These people, irritating.
When, after a CPS visit to the home, Michelle contacted the school and withdrew the girl. Records reveal Michelle gloated to the teacher, saying, quote, the caseworker laughed at the allegation and did not take it seriously. Findings unsubstantiated.
Do you go to school? Nope. I'm homeschooled, but I don't even do homework at home or anything.
Back to the DCS reports, and a year later, August 2014, a Gilbert daycare tells DCS Michelle's foster kids are unbathed, covered in feces, and have infected blisters and rashes all over. Despite all the details, the findings, once again, unsubstantiated. 9 months later, April 2015, a foster child says that 2 years ago, Michelle, quote, threw a can of food at her head and it left a scar. Was the scar ever looked at? We don't know. But the findings, you guessed it, unsubstantiated.
Yeah, right, Miranda?
3 months later, July 2015.
At least not all of them, huh?
One of Michelle's girls has serious bruising, a horrible rash, and another daughter appears to be starving. Again, nothing was done.
And guess what? It's not like these biological parents of these kids are just going to magically spring up and be sound, okay? And it's not like they're going to get the, well, they might now, since all this heat has come down on this CPS, on this family particular, I guess, office. They're going to grow up and be fucked up adults. Generational bondage. Man, wake up, people.
Unsubstantiated. The most.
Now, I'm not saying, I'm going to say this, and I do not know what kind of upbringing this Aiden kid had with the Tristan Bailey. I don't know what kind of upbringing he had. But I guarantee you, he could. One of these kids could absolutely grow up and do something he did, because that's how it works, man. Hurt people. God.
Egregious failure, though, happened December 2017. A boy ran from Michelle's Maricopa house naked to avoid another beating. Michelle took a risk.
Naked, the baby ran down the damn road.
Found the child shivering in a backyard.
Y'all absorb this. Absorb these words, because these babies absorb the reality. Ran down the freaking road nude. A boy. Now, I mean, well, any kid. I don't know about y'all, but my little 6-year-old, he knows, no, he's funny. He needs his clothes on. He needs to be appropriate. Mom, your bra's showing. Like, if my strap comes down. No. Some kids are fickle about this. You talking about running for your life. This kid was running for his life. How disgusting, man. For nothing to happen.
But the findings, you guessed it, unsubstantiated. 3 months later, July 2015, DCS is told that one of Michelle's girls has serious bruising, a horrible rash, and another daughter appears to be starving. Again, nothing was done, unsubstantiated. The most egregious failure, though, happened December 2017. A boy ran from Michelle's Maricopa house naked to avoid another beating. Michelle took a risk and called 911. Officers found the child shivering in a backyard. He begged them not to take him home.
My God.
Saying, I'm being starved and pepper sprayed. Officer Michael Takagi documented the kid's disclosures, writing,
oh, I don't know if y'all have seen this mom. They're going to show her in a minute. They're going to show a footage where she's just talking to the people like she's so grandiose. She knows these fucking CPS workers ain't going to do shit for her. They ain't going to do shit to her, should I say. While she's starving these kids, she is a whole fucking house of a person. An entire fucking house of a person.
Quote, she keeps them out of school so officials don't see bruises or hits them in areas that are not visible. Then he called DCS. 6 days later, a DCS worker finally did a welfare check. Reports show she was told ahead of time, quote, Mother is reported to know CPS and will brief the children and tell them she will hurt them if they say anything. How, after all of those details, Michelle managed to keep the kids is a mystery.
Yeah.
But her
How,
older
Sway?
biological daughters told officers this in 2019.
Every time it happens, they give her a heads up. They tell her what's happening.
These are old foster kids.
The kids right in front of her. Yeah. Right in front of my mother.
DCS yet again found that abuse unsubstantiated, and they refuse to give us any records, even after Hobson died due to health issues in late 2019.
They want to keep this information under wraps.
In hindsight, there was some mistakes.
Maricopa PD
Yeah, they failed them. I agree, BL. Listen to this bullshit.
Never recategorized the juvenile problem to criminal abuse, so detectives were never flagged to investigate. His lieutenant, Mary Turner, also failed to review the report and catch his mistake. 2 years later, a supervisor would write, "The children were subject to more abuse because of their failures." In fact, Michelle retaliated. The kids told detectives in 2019 that after that runaway incident, Mom got mad. She put us in that room for a really long time. I think it lasted more than a day. So we got scared to tell again, because that was after the cops came once.
My God.
For all their mistakes, Lieutenant Turner and Officer Takagi were suspended without pay
for
10 hours.
Oh,
A
not
single
even one
shift.
day.
Does that seem like
One shift.
appropriate punishment to you, given how many more months the kids suffered?
Unfortunately, when we make mistakes, as police, the stakes are high. And we can't make that hurt go away. We have to own that and move on.
They shirked their responsibility, and sadly,
What's
these
that?
children had to live in this sort of
we got to own it and move on, he says. Hold on, what happened? Hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. I don't.
Were
Let me,
subject
how
to
do
more
I?
abuse because of their failures.
Hold on. I don't know. There it goes.
In fact, Michelle retaliated. The kids told detectives in 2019 that after that runaway incident, Mom got mad. She put us in that room for a really long time.
Listen how dismissive
I think it
the
lasted
chief
more than a
is.
day. So we
Hey,
got
Cree.
scared to tell again, because that was after the cops came once. For all their mistakes, Lieutenant Turner and Officer Takagi were suspended without pay for 10 hours.
10 fucking
A
hours.
single shift. Does that seem like appropriate punishment to you, given how many more months the kids suffered?
Unfortunately, when we make mistakes, as police, the stakes are high. And we can't make that hurt go away. We have to own that and move on.
They shirked their
We have to own that and move on. Well, yeah, I guess. But you kind of, he seemed a little bit, he minimized just a hair, don't you think?
responsibility, and sadly, these children had to live in this sort of torturous environment for far too long.
I suspect the child, like, what, no crime in the house? No.
It's important to acknowledge the kids told police Hobson was a manipulator.
Ms. Hobson specifically chose children that had significant mental health issues.
And a lot of these
knowing
foster
full well
moms do.
that those with significant mental health issues are going to be less believable.
You're not telling me what was said. No, I'm not going to tell you because there's an investigation.
Michelle would show DCS investigators the stocked fridge and packed pantry.
Fat ass eating
But
all
the
that
kids
food.
say they were being starved, still fearful to eat even after officers arrived in 2019.
We're going to protect you. Is there anything in here that you want to eat right now while we're waiting? Seriously, anything. Look, you got some chips.
I don't know what's going on in the chat, but Cement, you got my prayers as well. Please email me, and I will go back and read through the chat after the stream. But whatever you got going on, prayers, man. Email me if you need to or want to.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
Has had significant mental health issues, knowing full well that those with significant mental health issues are going to be less believable.
You're not telling me what was said. No, I'm not going to tell you because there's an investigation.
Michelle would show DCS investigators the stocked fridge and packed pantry, but the kids say they were being starved, still fearful to eat even after officers arrived in 2019.
We're going to protect you. Is there anything in here that you want to eat?
Lying to
right now
that
while we're
baby.
waiting?
Christola, welcome,
Seriously,
baby.
anything. Look, you got some chips. No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's not. You are not going to talk to me.
That baby said she's going to smell my breath and know that I have ate. What is wrong with these people? How dark are you on the inside to tap into that and go with it? Where does this shit come from? Is there like a dark web YouTube that shows people how to, successfully ruin children's lives or kill them? What in the hell is going on? She would smell my breath and know that I've ate.
Mom right now.
The children also said Michelle forced them to lie.
Last time CPS and cops came, I wanted to tell them the truth, but they wouldn't let. My mom told me to say all lies, and if I didn't say lies,
No, you saw that right,
she would have.
Joshua.
She threatened me and said she was going to kill me.
Even with those lies, though, Pastor says DCS should have gotten to the...
Real quick, sorry to keep stopping. If y'all pay attention, anybody that ever watches this or watches any of my streams, there are useful links in the chat. If you're struggling as a parent and you just need to reach out, if you have questions, domestic abuse, parents with kids with disabilities, and you need a little resources, there's always links in the chat that you're feel free to use.
The truth.
The idea that, children lied and therefore we couldn't have known, well, that's contrary to everything that they're trained to do, which is to look at the totality of the circumstances, and you begin to put together and you say, hey, there's something going on here. We need to look more closely.
But a closer look never happened.
As a result, we had a number of young children that suffered potentially irreparable harm.
It's harm that will last a lifetime.
The court said this is a person that you can trust, and they were violated so horribly.
Many I've spoken with say Arizona's Department of Child Safety needs massive changes to better protect kids.
Because there weren't adequate resources, they cut corners
Good.
Where they made judgment calls, and as a result, these children got harmed.
We probably report to DCS, I would say, at least 5 times a day. And then you magnify that across the state.
The Arizona legislature, year in and year out, has not given these caseworkers the resources, the training, the payment and salary they need to make sure children are safe.
DCS did not.
Wait a minute. What was this? I get what he's saying, and yeah, but are we really going to blame this on training? I'm pretty sure with zip training, I could do better. Anybody in the world with working brain cells could do better. I get it. This guy's an advocate or an attorney, whatever the hell he is, and I get what he's saying, but no. This isn't a training issue. This is a mental brokenness, a spiritual brokenness, an evilness that can only be reset by God. It's not a lack of training. It's a lack of being human.
And then you magnify that across the state.
The Arizona legislature, year in and year out, has not given these caseworkers the resources, the training, the payment and salary they need to make sure children are safe.
DCS denied all of my records requests, citing confidentiality, even though Hobson is dead and the children are anonymous.
We deserve to know, why are so many children in the DCS system being hurt?
DCS Director Mike Faust also declined our multiple requests for an interview.
You can't have accountability unless you have transparency. And DCS is an organization that we know one thing. They do not like this type of information finding its way into the public domain.
Do you think any of the kids should live there?
Oh, no, it makes it worse.
I think they're not safe there.
The older sister called this cell phone video a, quote, last-ditch effort to save her siblings.
Yeah.
I want to get them out
Yep.
of there.
I agree,
and
Black
I don't want
Queen.
CBS to play their games.
I want all my other sisters and brothers to be in a safe home.
I love you, and I don't even know you.
I love you too, because you're saving me from this house.
I know, baby.
But the larger question
My
remains.
God,
Will
man.
we ever know how DCS handled this internally?
I hope so. I sincerely hope so, because it's not just these kids, it's all the other kids who are still in DCS care.
It's been 2 years now since Hobson was arrested. 2 years for DCS to reflect on all of those unsubstantiated reports, those missed opportunities to save the children sooner. Not only did the agency deny all of our interview and public records requests, they declined to answer if any changes have been made or any employees held accountable.
Let me guess, because of the children's privacy. When they were being violated to the 10th degree. Now we're going to respect their privacy.
You can read their full statement, as well as more exclusive details on...
Let me get back here to y'all, and then we will tackle this other one. Oh, my gosh. Y'all, I mean, how awful is that? Just for the bitch to die in jail. She didn't even... Justice didn't even get served. And you're right. I put it on the screen. I can't remember who said it, but money's not a motivator. Okay? If anything, it's a reason to bring in more damn kids because you get more monthly money. And you take already broken children. Oh, God, man. And then Arizona legislation is spending millions on a fake election. I know. That's what I'm talking about. We're focused on the wrong shit. Training? I mean, training? I don't need training to know you have to feed children 3 times a day and snacks in between. Or, just don't beat them. I don't need training to know you don't hum a damn can of vegetables at a child's head. Man, guys. It's freaking awful. There's that story. My God, man. So let's look at this other one. And I haven't read this article, so I'm excited we'll get to read it together. But it seemed interesting from what I saw. I followed this one case. The guy's name is Brad Lamb. He reported his child. Now, this is in Torrance County, Texas, which this county is synonymous, I think is the right word. Notorious, I guess you could say also, for having these cases where there's so many injustices. Torrance County, Texas is awful. Their CPS system is awful. There's case after case after case after case. Awful. Brad Lamb, and y'all look him up. He's been fighting for his kids for years. His son reported abuse from the mother to him. He reported it to the police, which reported it to CPS. Guess what? He lost the kids. He hasn't even had custody of his kids, and he can only see them a few times, a few hours a week. 2 kids. Abuse is still happening. And I know people like, oh, and if you hear some of these stories, you'll be like, oh, there's no way that happened. There's no way. Like he had cigarette burns directly on his back. What else was it? Killed a family pet in front of him. I'm pretty sure it was 2 family pets in front of the baby. There was just all kind of abuse. And some of the stories are so outlandish, you'll think, wow, that's something. I've seen the documents with my own eyes. I've talked about Brad Lamb and his kids before. So I say all that to say, this article came, I follow all of his little groups, and I want y'all to watch this. Let's see. It's the article. I'm going to be looking for this, which I won't be able to actually show it, but I am going to be looking for this. Let's see. NBC airs 2-part series on corrupt family court putting kids in danger. Let me see. Let me exit out of that. Is the media silence on family court corruption finally ending? Maybe in some places. Not in St. Louis, where local media is completely silent about the ongoing scandal in its 21st Judicial Circuit Court, which I'm going to click on that link in just a second, and then we'll go to that after I read this. But on a national level, the dam may be leaking. Praise God. On Thursday, NBC aired part 1 of its investigation into family court judges. Hold on a second. This was May 14th. So I'm going to go look. I didn't realize that it already aired. I'm going to check this out. Have any of y'all seen it? On Thursday, NBC aired one of its investigations into family court judges who ordered children into the hands of abusers who then murder them. Part 2 is scheduled to air tonight. This was the 14th. So both of these have taken place. Both of these stories have happened. I haven't heard of it. I'm going to have to go check it out. In the 5-minute segment, NBC highlights a tragic story of Kathy Sherlock's daughter, Kaden, who was beaten to death by her abusive father, even after Sherlock begged the court not to allow him to be unsupervised visits. The judge in the case, whom NBC did not name for unknown reasons, was never disciplined for his role in the child's death, but by oversight board in Pennsylvania, as PJ Media investigates, has uncovered. The oversight boards are charged with disciplining judges are full of bar members who have no mention of holding their other bar members to account. In most cases, these boards don't even respond to complaints. A complaint that I submitted to Missouri Accountability Board over a month ago for being kept out of courtrooms has returned nothing but silence. Let's see. Under the color of law, without oversight by the public and media, there is no hope that any of this will change. And I completely agree. Where was my place? I lost my place. Many states have written codes into their laws allowing family courts to be sealed. Guys, this topic is such a hot topic for me because it's triggering. You take a case, Evelyn Boswell, Adrian Jones, not Alicia Navarro, Olivia Jansen, all these cases that I've just named, and thousands of others, hundreds of thousands of others. There's already an existing CPS, DCFS, just in child services is what that means. There's already an existing case, and the minute the child comes up dead, bam, sealed and filed. They will not talk about it. See, the family services sealed these cases immediately. Why? To cover their ass. To cover their ass. They don't want the public to know how culpable they are. Olivia Jansen, I think she had some 22 different calls to her house between CPS, the police, and some other agency. 22 calls before that baby died. When it's revealed that judges are giving custody to abusers and rapists, it should be clear to everyone that it isn't the children they care about. The privacy the court wants is for itself to act without fear of being held accountable. So let's go. Let's check this out. I am curious. Let's see this. All right. Let me go make sure y'all are catching up. I can't see the chat. Okay, hold on. Let me share the screen. Hold on one second, y'all. It didn't follow me. Here we go. Oh, don't start. Okay. Former child victim speaks out about St. Louis family court. See, St. Louis is a new one. I haven't necessarily heard about their family court, or maybe I have. There's so many of these damn cases. I actually have a playlist dedicated to nothing but injustices with CPS, DCFS, and all those other words. No one would help me. This article is part 11. Oh, dear. Part 11. Oh, God. So there's like 10 more before this one. Okay, I'm just going to read a little bit of this, and then maybe I will go through all parts and put together a regular video. I think that's what I'm going to do, but I am just going to read into this a little bit. After my investigation series on Missouri Family Court came out, I was contacted by hundreds of people alleging similar abuses that were detailed in the lawsuit filed by Avita Tulu against psychotherapist Dr. James Reed and guardian aide ad litem Elaine Podlowski. The lawsuit alleges that the defendants, along with other court actors, had conspired to drain the bank accounts of the defendants, along with other. Okay, hold on. I double read. To drain the bank accounts of parents while labeling one parent with a false mental disorder, often borderline personality disorder, which would enable guardians ad litem to switch custody from protected parents to an abuser. The custody switches, said victims would ensure that the protected parent would spend any amount of money to continue fighting for their child while the court experts rake in the cash. Exactly what I was just saying. Do you know how many times Brad Lamb has been to court on his own dime trying to get his kids back? Hundreds of thousands. And I'll tell you right now, unfortunately, men have it even worse in the family court system. It ain't no equalness. And these moms get away with murder sometimes. I got one more CPS story that I want to read with y'all. This one absolutely is awful. And I haven't dived in completely. But from the way it's reading, the kids probably should not have been. Well, I don't know. The mother did not protect the child, I don't guess. She got beat up and they took her child. Let's just read though. I'm getting ahead of myself. And I'm going to dive in more. This mom may have some kind of, I don't know. But, man, it's awful. It's, I don't know. From the way her accounts is that she didn't have, and the baby was taken because she was abused. Now, maybe they was just, she needs to keep her children safe. I'm not sure, but, man, let's see. I have two of these. Foster mom. Okay. All right, let's read this one first.
In the murder, of a 4-year-old Jacksonville boy, the foster parents of James Reese are now facing charges in connection with his death. Alexander Pino and Michelle Sipko made their first appearance in court just hours ago. The child's heartbroken uncle had this.
I'm going to toxic.
You could have said, hey, listen,
I am.
I can't do this. This is too much for me. You didn't have to do what you did.
News 4 Action reporter Janice Harris is joining us live from the sheriff's office where these.
Great freaking question. I just read it. Who was it? Indiana? Is that how you say it? Correct me if I'm wrong. She says, why are foster kids most trafficked? Because they get away with it. A huge portion of child trafficking is domestic. It's not even, huge, I guess is accurate. Huge portion of child trafficking is pawning your child out for drugs, pawning your child out for an electric bill. This is part of child trafficking that's not really talked about a whole lot. I know where I live in Tennessee, it's awful. I had no idea how bad child trafficking was. Domestic child. I say domestic. I guess that's what it would be called. But yeah, and it happens because they can get away with it. That's why. And a lot of times these CPS places protect the foster parents. Why? Because they don't have to worry about dealing with these kids. They shut the responsibility. God, man.
Two foster parents appeared before a judge. Janice?
A lot of pain involved in this case as well. And we're just learning that James Reese's 8-year-old sister, she wanted to call police. But according to a document, it says that she was told by Sipko,
I wonder, Miranda.
Don't call police in this house. Very alarming to read that. There are more disturbing details in that court report that we've learned that led up to the death of this 4-year-old boy. Police say foster parents 30-year-old Alexander Pino and 38-year-old Michelle Sipko caused 4-year-old James Reese's death. Reese's uncle is relieved about the arrest.
I was a little concerned at that, but I guess, sometimes there's a process that has to be followed, and I guess the process takes time.
In court, both made their first appearance today for the brutal abuse of the little boy. Pino was arrested for a second-degree murder and aggravated child abuse. Sipko arrested for manslaughter and aggravated child neglect. JSO and the Department of Family and Children have been investigating for a month. According to this arrest warrant, around the same time of the abuse, Reese had been absent from daycare
Look
May
at
31st
him.
to April 11th. He was rushed to Wolfson's Children's Hospital April 15th. 6 days later, he died from being abused. A neuropathologist was consulted for this investigation and determined based on observation, this is
Now, guess what? Guess what else is common in this one, which they may say it. They will say it in the video I show in a second. CPS was notified about this. And I guarantee you the file has been sealed. I would almost bet you money they have sealed this little baby's file. Look at this handsome young man. Whoa. I just can't, dude. It's not for me to understand because I'm not built that way. It's not for us to understand. But it is definitely for us to speak out because these babies can't speak out anymore. And as much as I don't want to talk or y'all don't want to hear it, these babies lived it. So at least we can speak out about it.
Undoubtedly a homicide. Just before Reese was rushed to the hospital, Sipko said she'd left to take another child to school. When she returned, Pino was giving James Reese CPR and JFRD arrived. We don't know about all of the injuries, but he had at least 6 fractures. Some were weeks old.
Oh, yeah.
Reese's uncle says
You're
the
right,
world will
Miranda.
never get to see his amazing nephew make a difference in this world.
I believe he would have been an asset to the community. I believe he had a good spirit.
And see, I'm just kind of like, they took this baby because his mother was being abused. They put him somewhere else. But this uncle, you know, I'm sure this mother had people that she knew. When CPS takes your kids, they give you an opportunity to vet people that they feel is good. I don't understand how some of these damn foster parents get approved. I really don't.
I believe he was a splendid child and he was ready to take life on, you know. He was ready. You could tell.
Wow.
He had a beautiful smile.
Oh, yeah.
He was happy to be here.
For now, Reese's family hopes to get justice for his death in court. And during that first appearance, Pino was ordered held without bond pending his June 3rd arraignment, and Sipko was ordered held at a $1.5 million bond. Of course, we'll continue following the story.
All right, let me get back. I got another one on this one I want to show y'all where the mother is speaking. The foster mom is a cousin. That makes sense, BL. Thank you for that. That makes sense. I don't know why the mom couldn't have just moved somewhere with the child. I'm still learning about this one, so I'm not just about to throw out where the mom didn't, you know, whatever. From my understanding, she was getting beat. Police got called, and that's when the children got taken. So, yeah. It's just sad. And from my understanding, this mom, like, she reported to CPS on the video chat. She took a picture of the knot on the boy. Well, they're going to get in all that, but I mean, my God. But y'all seen, I've done one story on here. Those of y'all that have been following me for a while, this one family, they lived in an apartment complex. The man and his wife, now the woman had like some kind of a pain injury. I'm not sure what it was, but they smoked pot. The baby was in the house, asleep in her room. It was in the middle of the night. They was in the living, you know, whatever. A neighbor smells the pot smoke or smells the pot, marijuana, calls the police. The police show up. Then CPS show up. Guess what? They take the damn child because the parents were smoking pot. Now, this is a provable story. It happened years ago. And I've done a story about it. It's in one of my CPS playlists. They take the kid. They give the parents 6 months to straighten their butts up, get off the marijuana, for crying out loud. I'm not saying either way about it, but I'm saying it's marijuana. It's their kid's not even around it. They take the child from these loving parents and they put the child in foster care, and the foster mom kills the kid. They reported it several times. At these visits, they were saying, my kid is awful. They're cutting his hair. He's got bruises. She's got bite marks. It was a girl. She's got bite marks. She's got bruises. She's telling me they're beating me. They're not feeding me. He pleads for these people. And the child winds up dead. I mean, there's so many imbalances. It's like they can't do shit right, man.
Was killed in April. Tonight, we're hearing from his mother, Carissa Garcia. At
Hey,
the time
Slaying
of the 4-year-old's
Demons.
death, Garcia did not have custody of her children, including Reese.
Can you elaborate on when they were taken out of your custody and why?
It was last April because of domestic violence.
Not on your part.
No, I was a victim.
Garcia's 4 children have spent more than a year in foster care living with relatives, the most recent being Michelle Sipko and Alex Pino. Both have been charged with Reese's murder. You see their
Thank you,
faces on
Black
the
Queen.
screen. News4Jax reporter Zach Lashway sat down with the boy's mother to talk about the tragedy.
Hi, Mommy. Hello.
Hello.
I'm so glad for all the new members and subscribers. I love y'all.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Oh, look at
Marissa
him.
Garcia has left of her 4-year-old boy, James Reese Jr.
All I know that he had a skull fracture and he had multiple injuries to his body.
On April 15th, Reese was brought to Wilson Children's Hospital.
James was rushed to the hospital for emergency brain surgery.
The 4-year-old died from his injuries on April 21st. 1 day later, authorities determined Reese was murdered. From her front porch, I spoke one-on-one with Garcia about her son.
James is very sweet, lovable, had a bright smile.
When was the last time you talked to him?
Talked to James. It was the Monday the incident had happened.
Days before he was brought to the hospital.
Thank you, Maureen.
When you talked to him, it was via Zoom?
Yes, sir.
Did you notice anything?
I did notice.
I agree. This mom is
He
spoken.
was crying. He really did not want to speak to me, and then he had a lump on the side of his head.
Did you document that? Did you take
Yes.
a picture?
She tried,
Did you
man.
notify anyone?
Yes, I did.
This was the photo Garcia took during that virtual visit.
They said
She
that
tried.
I couldn't keep my kids safe, so they wind up removing them and wind up placing them here and there. Then this is what happens. You place them somewhere else, and now my son is gone.
Is there anything that you wish you could say to him?
Like, I didn't get to say goodbye to him. And I miss him. I just wish I got my baby back.
Listen, y'all. And like I said, I don't know. She says that the CPS said she could not keep her children safe, so they took the child. But if she's not with the guy anymore and she's stable, just like I said, these people took this one baby because of pot. Now, I'm not saying that I agree with pot, and I definitely don't have your children around it. But what I am saying is, don't be stupid. Are you kidding me? These people are shooting up heroin and just free and roam everywhere with their kid. That's my kid. I had that baby. Blah, all this crazy shit. And I tell you, my heart goes out to this woman. I will say her picker was probably broke when she picked this abusive man, but that was a year ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a feeling that they could have done more to help this mom. Women make mistakes, and they're costly. We just don't have the luxury as parents, man. But my heart breaks for her. She documented immediately. She told him immediately what happened. She knew he wasn't right. He didn't want to talk to her. He was just crying. He had a nod. She did exactly what she's supposed to do. And just like the case with the little girl and the parents that were taken for the marijuana, nothing happened and the child died. I mean, we gotta do better, man.
I miss him. I just wish I got my baby back.
And
I agree.
This is the last photo Garcia took with her son as he took his final breaths in his mother's arms. In Jacksonville, Zach Lashway, Channel 4, the local station.
Alex Pino is charged with second-degree murder and aggravated child abuse. Michelle Sipko, Garcia's cousin, is charged with manslaughter and child neglect. As for Garcia, she is hoping to regain custody of her 3 other children.
My God.
She is hoping to regain Garcia's
Well,
cousin
hold on, I'll let it
is
play.
charged with manslaughter and child neglect. As for Garcia, she is hoping to regain custody of her 3 other children, ages 8, 6, and 19 months.
8, 6, and 19 months. Let me get back here to y'all.
Local station.
All right, let me get back here to y'all. Oh, gosh. So, oh, you're fine, Joshua. I'm always complaining about this stuff. And now her babies are gone. Ignorance, full circle right there. Yeah. Yeah. So what do y'all think? That's all I got for today. Not sure why my son's calling me. He knows I'm back here streaming. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, what do y'all think about that? Cannabis oil is medicine. I've seen firsthand now getting high around your children can affect their behavior. No, absolutely. I'm not saying that. And I don't know if you heard the full story, but the neighbor got called. The child was asleep and somebody called and said they smelled pot smoke. The police came and they're like, "Oh no, your house smells like pot," which now CBD, it also smells like pot. So, well, because it is, but y'all know what I'm saying. But no, I'm not saying that kids need to be around marijuana. Please don't misunderstand me. But for me, let's not be so crazy as to think that people need to lose their damn kids because of pot either. I mean, get clean, get off the shit. It takes 30 days to get out of your system and keep it moving. No child needs to die because of marijuana. Well, and I guess in that turn, Robert, lock the door. Me need to come unlock his door so I can. Oh my goodness, these damn boys of mine are something else, y'all. They are something else. I do have. Oh, I was addressing the one. Oh, okay. Well, no. Yeah, and it absolutely will. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm not. I don't have an opinion necessarily on any way, but I damn sure don't feel like kids need to be taken because of pot. I mean, work with the parents, see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because now the kid's dead. You know what I mean? Yeah. But let's see. But yet, on the other hand, babies saying that they were starved and beaten. Yeah, exactly. This woman wasn't even on drugs. She was just mean as shit. You know, like what the crap? Yeah, my boys, they didn't lock themselves back. So I got to come unlock them. Whatever. But they can wait a minute. They want to act like little goofballs. But I have, we end the stream on a good note. So if y'all would give me just a half a stinking second, I want to show y'all something good that happened today. Well, I'm going to show y'all one picture. It didn't happen today, and this is just a proof. But give me 1 second. I'm going to let me upload something, and I want to show y'all. It'll make y'all happy. At least it makes me happy anyways. Let me find it. Hold on 1 second, because we end the stream on good notes, on something happy. I don't have a funny today, but I have something I will share with y'all that's kind of like, oh, pain. So give me 1 second. All right. Do I use marijuana as medication? You probably don't need kids unless you literally dose after hours. Same recreationally. You don't need to let your children know it exists. No, I agree with that. It's not something that kids need to know. No, I completely agree with that. Let me see. Hold on, let me show y'all something. Let me pull it up. Okay, now let me get over here and share the screen. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Oh no, did it freeze? Okay, there it is. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to share this with y'all. Okay, it's just a proof because I don't have the actual ones yet. I've only ordered them. So I just wanted to show y'all this, share this little happiness with y'all. This is one of the reasons I live and breathe daily. How stinking cute. This is my little one. He graduated from the kindergarten today. We do virtual, but they did have a graduation. And this is my little special man. And he is graduated. So this happened today. I didn't get to go to the graduation because of the stupid ass COVID. But yeah. Yeah, they got, my boys got it figured out. Yes. So this is the reason I live and breathe. This is my little baby, is exactly what I call him. You want to see a puppy? Let me see. I will. Well, I don't have pictures of any of the other ones. I did have, the picture that oh my God, I can barely even talk about it. the picture that I did have that was in my community tab, that puppy passed away. So it had a bacteria infection and it just kept crashing his blood sugar. But the little 8-week-old puppy that was in my community tab, he did not make it. His name was Calvin with a K, and he's in a better place. But I will have tons more, but that was the only one that I had taken just yet. But Wednesday, I will have new pictures of the other puppies we had, the little tiny ones. So, but yeah. So, oh, I can't even hardly talk about it. So sometimes these things just happen. So, but yes, that is my little sweet precious jewel. And he got all graduated today. And so he was happy. Yes. And heck, what breed are they? Yorkies, Maltese, Shih Tzus, and Pomeranians. Also, my little one that got a, as he calls it, reward, but it's an award. American Idol, and it's most outstanding for musical talent. So he's very musical. He loves to sing. He's got a violin. He plays the drums, guitar. Yeah, my little one's super musical. So, anyways, guys, that's all I got for this one. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Please make sure you hit the like button unless you've already hit it. And if you got to hit the dislike, please hit it twice. It's so super important. All right, guys, I love y'all, and I will see y'all Wednesday. It's been a great stream. I love y'all.